What's up, family? Happy Sunday. What is going on? I am finishing up on, this is the last day of the video challenge that I'm doing, a 7-day video challenge. So I wanted to go ahead and get this challenge on done, hopefully provide you guys with some value, because I got a few other things I've got going on tonight. So I want to get this done for you guys. Whoever's jumping on, I appreciate you. I love you. Good to see you. So in today's live, I want to talk about what are the 4 tips that I can actually give someone new who is starting on this journey. Guys, again, I've talked about this in some of my previous lives, but again, I started my journey in 2017, and it was a real struggle. So, to kind of shortcut things for you guys, I mean, these are the 4 most important things for me that I've learned on my own personal journey. And because it's definitely a journey. It's going to be some ups and it's going to be some downs, but you've got to persevere through all of that, and and go for what you know. All right. So the very first tip that I have is basically focus on one. Okay. Focus on one thing at a time. What I've learned and what I did myself, the mistake that I did was, I would go with an opportunity or see that shiny object and think, oh, that looks better. So I'd be opportunity jumping, and I never focused on one thing at a time. And that was my biggest mistake, because, when you see something that you really, and that you think that you really enjoy, if you focus on that and that one thing only, you'll have a much higher success rate. Okay, you'll see success, much better. It'll be a higher success rate if you just focus on one thing at a time. And the same thing goes with, a strategy that, that you might have learned, or that, that you've been taught, is you want to just focus on one thing at a time. Because if you're all over the place, you can't put all your attention, in 7 different places. And that's one thing that I learned, and I had to buckle down and realize what was most important to me. What business or what opportunity or what did I want to do that that was aligned with me, that I felt good about, that that I would be proud to share with people. I had to really consider those things. And when I stopped jumping from this shiny object to this shiny object, things started to change for me. I started seeing, more success in what I was doing. My strategies were working. And so that's what I mean. Just focus on one thing at a time, because you can't, you can't, eventually you will be able to, work several businesses at one time. But if you're brand new in this industry and you just starting off on your journey, focus on one. All right. Focus on one. The second tip that I have for you is to, these notifications again. The second tip that I have for you is to, guys, find yourself a mentor. Find yourself someone who you vibe with. Everybody don't vibe with me, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. And so we have people in our life that, that we just don't vibe with, that we don't connect with on that kind of level. So, but if you've been following someone, or you've been watching someone, that you think that you can connect with on a more personal basis, connect with that person, reach out to them, and, ask for their help. Because for the most part, and I'm going to be real straight up with you, when I first joined people, I would reach out for help, but, I was in the wrong opportunity. I'm gonna admit that right now. But I would reach out to people and they want to charge me for their advice. I think that for me, a real leader is not going to really do that, to charge you to answer a simple question. Granted, we all, have to be, want to be paid for our time, but people who genuinely want to help you, they're not going to make you pay just to get some advice or have a little mentorship from them. And most of them will have free training that they'll share with you that may help you out. So reach out to somebody who you feel that that you can really connect with on a genuine basis and build that relationship with that person, and just ask for their help. If you need a mentor, come see me. I put out so much value, and anybody you talk to that know me know that I put out so much value, and sometimes I can't believe that some of the stuff I put out I'm not charging for. But the thing about it is, don't be afraid to ask for help, because everybody needs a hand up. Now, we're not going to work your business for you. We're not going to do the work for you, but if you are dedicated to the process and want to, see your life change, and hey, Felix, hey, everybody who's jumping on, I'm sorry if I missed you guys, but if you are, dedicated to the process and want to see a true change in your life, it's good to be able to reach out to someone that that you can connect with, that you can build a relationship with, that will actually genuinely want to see you succeed. Because as a leader, we see potential in people, because it's that attraction, it's that vibe, it's that it's that energy. We feel that energy, and so most times we want to help. We want to see, because we can see that you really want this. We can see that dedication and that determination, just by having a conversation with you. And see, that's what makes the difference. So find yourself a mentor. So the first tip was to focus on one. The second tip was to, find yourself a mentor. The third tip I have is to stay consistent. Okay, so if you are out here, you're promoting this opportunity, you're promoting that opportunity, you're promoting all these different kind of things, people are going to look at you like you're not stable. You throwing all this other stuff out here. Every other week you're promoting something else. Obviously you're jumping from different things to different things, and they can sense that about you. They can sense that that you're not consistent, that you're not focusing on one thing, or if you make a post and 1 week, and then you just stop posting about your business or whatever you post about, they're going to see you're not consistent in what you're doing. So, stay consistent. If you're going to decide you're going to post one business post every week, do that and stay consistent with it. Whatever you're doing, you want to stay consistent, because if you don't share what you're doing, nobody will know. Nobody knows what you're doing. But you don't want to fill your page up with all these business things, because people don't like to be sold. People like to buy, but they don't want to be sold. And if I visit somebody's page and all I see is buy this, join me in that, do this, and that's all it is, I can't rock with that. So I probably, we won't be friends, or we won't connect on that kind of level. Just the other day, I was trying to build a relationship in Messenger, and getting to know a person, and the first thing they wanted to do was throw a link at me. I'm like, I didn't ask you for that. I just asked what you did. And as soon as I just basically kind of said that, they didn't, I'm like, well, I didn't want that. I just wanted to know more about you. And when I told them, no, I'm not interested in that, the conversation was over. So I know that's a little bit different than what I'm talking about staying consistent, but I just had to get that out there, I guess. But anyway, guys, just stay consistent in whatever you're doing. Focus on that one thing and stay consistent at it. You know, if you're advertising, stay consistent with it, because the more people that see your business, the more people that see your opportunity, the more likely people will start coming to you. But you also got to provide value. So, and the last tip that I have is to always work on your personal development. You know, when I first got into this business, I really didn't realize that personal development was the real key to, you know, building a successful business, you know, building up myself, you know, my self-esteem, my confidence. It's just, I mean, it was just a whole lot more things. But, you know, and a lot of people, you know, for me anyway, when I first started, you know, I didn't really think that was important. I'm like, people told me read books, you know, watch videos. I'm like, why is that important? You know, I'm like, I just need some quick money, you know, y'all buy this, okay? And when nobody bought, I was like, well, what the hell am I doing wrong? You know, and so eventually down the line, I realized that personal development was just the foundation of success. You know, we have to be, you know, we have to work on our personal development, because once we start working on ourselves, everything else falls into place. Everything falls into alignment of who we are and what we're trying to do. You'll notice that if you start focusing on, you know, your personal development aspect of yourself, bettering yourself, improving the person that you are, you'll start attracting people into your life, people who want to do business with you. Opportunities, and not just business opportunities. I'm just saying opportunities to work with certain people, or, you know, people will present these things to you and you're like, where did that come from? That was because, you know, you attract those things to you when you start working on yourself. So that is, you know, personal development is really overlooked by a lot, like I said, new marketers. And I can say this now, but my first opportunity was MCA. And what a terrible idea, you know, I had with going with MCA, you know, but it's a lesson learned, you know, because I'm not going to really go into details of why that was a bad idea, but, you know, it wasn't focused on, you know, personal development. It was focused on people driving Lamborghinis, living in big houses, flashing all this cash. And guess what? You know, because I didn't know any better, that's what was attractive to me. I was like, oh man, they doing it. I mean, of course, if they can do it, I can do it, you know. But what really attracted me was, you know, them flashing that cash and driving those Lamborghinis. And I'm like, but what I failed to realize was a lot of times it was rented Lamborghinis, rented mansions, and, you know, it was like a bunch of hype behind it. So that wasn't my type of thing. You know, I'm not into, you know, all the big hype and things like that. But I really noticed was it just wasn't focused on personal development. And that's the reason why, you know, I'm in a position where I am. I put myself in a position where I am today, because the company that I'm with, you know, really focuses really hard on personal development, because success is really 90% personal development and 10% effort, you know, the work that you put into it. So you really have to, you know, take that time, take that 30 minutes a day, you know, to work on yourself, rather it be reading a book, inspirational book, or, you know, watching a motivational video, watching your team's training, whatever it is. Fill your mind with, you know, educate yourself, you know, fill your mind with positive things on an everyday basis, because you'll start attracting more things to you. So those are my 4 tips. The first one was focus on one. The second one was find yourself a mentor. The third one was to stay consistent. And the fourth one is to work on your personal development. Oh God, personal development is key. And if you don't believe me, you know that you got to do it for yourself. If you really want something out of your life, you have to take these things into consideration and take them seriously. Otherwise, you know, if you're constantly doing the same old things and it's not working, you have something that's blocking your success. You have something that's blocking you from, you know, receiving what you really want in life. And more than likely, it's all rooted in personal development. That's the reason why I keep saying personal development is the foundation. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys. If you don't believe in yourself, guys, you have to, you know, you have to work on that stuff, because, you know, I don't know, I'm getting into a whole different kind of live, but those are my 4 tips for newbies, guys. So if you're looking for somebody to work with, if you're looking for, you know, somebody, a mentor to, you know, to help you out, to, you know, kind of guide you into where you want to be in life, or where you want to be in your business, you know, reach out to someone. You can reach out to me. You know, I'm a pretty approachable person. I keep telling people, you know, so I think I am. So, but guys, seriously, just, you know, be you, be unique in whatever you're doing. You know, find your groove and go all in for it, and do what to do. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody jumped on. I'm sorry I didn't catch the comments and everybody who jumped on, but I really appreciate everybody. I hope I dropped a little value today for you. I hope you got hope you benefited from this video. So I really appreciate you guys. I've got an event coming up. If you're interested in this event that I'm holding live tonight, please feel free to reach out to me, because guys, you know, life is changing and I want you to be a part of it. All right, so feel free to reach out to me. I love you all. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm getting ready for that. So you guys enjoy your night, and I will see you probably tomorrow. All right, guys, you take it easy. Happy Sunday. It's our time to be free.